Hello everybody and welcome to my video review of the Transformers Studio Series SS-08 Blackout Leader Class. And I'm very excited to be making this video because this is probably my favorite Studio Series figure of all time. I love this figure. This figure is so cool. I'll show you. This figure is awesome. But first, let's take a look at the box here. And just like my last video, the Grimlock video, this is a massive box, so this is going to be a little difficult to get on frame here. But we have a picture of Blackout here. It's 08 Studio Series, got the 07 logo here, the Transformers logo. We have Blackout. On the side, we have a really cool picture of Blackout and Scorponok, which is also included. Got the Autobot symbol up there, just like all the Studio Series figures. On the back here, we have a picture of Grimlock and Optimus Prime, videos on both of those. And then if we look up here, so we have a picture of Blackout in his robot mode, as well as his Pavlow attack helicopter mode. And here we have a little picture of Scorponok, which I will get to when we talk about the accessories. On this side, we have a nice up-close picture of his face there. Got 08 up there. Let's back down. Take a look at his backdrop. It is from the opening scene in the 2007 Transformers movie. And I remember watching this in movie theaters, and my jaw absolutely hit the ground when this dude, he's just a helicopter, he just flies in, and then he transforms and he stands up and he starts just destroying everything. And it is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. I absolutely love this figure. But now, so we can take a look at the figure, let's get the backdrop out of the way. So the robot mode on this figure is very detailed and very accurate to what we see on the screen. I love the blue color. I love how they included the Air Force symbols there. They also, I'll show this more in the accessories, they even put, if I can get that, they even put Blackout on the little tail propeller. And that's just so cool. And I know he has the chicken legs, you're supposed to bend those. I personally leave them up just to make him a little bit taller, kind of give him a more menacing presence, make him look a little bit more like Grinder. But either way, so he has just all sorts of details all over him. Here's the little turbine things from the side of the jet, or the helicopter, excuse me. Here's the whole cockpit. I'll turn him around here. The propellers turn into like this little cape thing here. Yeah, it's dusty. And just like, I don't know, just something about the design of this figure here. I love the look of this character. I always have. Ever since that first scene of that first Transformers movie in 07, this has been one of my favorite designs out of any of the Transformers. So just bringing him a little bit closer here just to show off some of the details here. The head sculpt is phenomenal. You can see all the little spikes and details on it. Really nicely molded. That is definitely a highlight of all these Studio Series figures, in my opinion, is the head sculpts are great. So for articulation on this guy, he's a little bit limited, but not too bad. His head is on a ball joint, so I can move around as much as it can in this little area here. His arms are a little weird. They have a rotation joint up here at the top, where the shoulder would be. But then the side-to-side rotation is actually a little bit lower here. And there's also a rotation joint there as well. This keeps coming undone here. Just tab that back in. There's an elbow joint right here. His fingers can open, but there's no wrist articulation there except up and down, just slightly. There's no waist articulation due to transformation. His legs are on ratchets. They can kick out about that far. Forward, they can only go about that far because of his little skirt here blocks it. But backwards, if you move his propellers out of the way, he can go pretty much straight back. He does have the classic first 3 movie Decepticon chicken leg thing here. I personally leave him straight just to make him taller. But so he does have a knee joint going back right there and a knee joint going forward right there. As well as this whole section here is attached, so his foot can rotate all over, getting him into some dynamic poses there. This whole panel system up here is all connected to his foot, so the angle of those is pretty dependent on his feet. But that's about it for articulation. For some size comparisons here, we can move him over to here. We can grab, let's adjust this camera first. We can grab the tallest figure in the Studio series, the SS-07 Grimlock here. Now these two are the leader class wave mates of Wave 1. And these two look great next to each other. Grimlock is a bit bigger, but you can still see Blackout is still a really big figure here. We can bring out the SS-0605 Scourge. Just kind of get a Voyager class in there. And we can bring out, been using this one a lot just because it's out, but here's the SS-49 Bumblebee. Kind of getting the size there. He's very large, just like Grimlock, but not quite as big. Get all these dudes out of the way here. We can go on to his accessories here. So he comes with this little buzzsaw thing. That's his rear propeller. You just fold this down, and this little tab here was out of focus. The little tab here will just go into this hole down here, like so, or maybe on the other side. Yeah, on that side. Then he's got his little buzzsaw thing, got a little gun there. But that is not the coolest accessory he comes with, so getting him kind of out of the way here. He comes with this little Scorponok, too, which is painted really nice. It's got like nice gold bronze color up here, the silver to offset the gray plastic. He's got his little driller claws here. His tail is articulated, and so are his little claws here. But even the paint on this old dude is even really nice, and he just sits, you know. Now, just to really quickly give you a size comparison on this little dude, here's the SS-12 Brawl. Just to kind of show you that. He's pretty small. He actually fits into the vehicle mode of Blackout, and I'll show you that. Okay, so to move on to transformation here. With this guy, you can go ahead and take his little weapon out of here. This, you can just fold this up. That's it. So, to start off on this guy, I like to come down here and pull this little panel down on his feet. If it'll come out. There we go. Spin this around, and that'll just go right back in, and fold this little piece out, and that'll clip in there. Fold this whole foot down, and spin it in this way. So do that on both sides here. Pull that out, spin that out, fold it up, and rotate it in this way, like that. Then you can come up here to his waist, kind of just move this out of the way, kind of split it right there, and you can move this little skirt piece down, and then bring the legs down with it, and that'll just fold in up like that. You can then come up here and just detach this section here, and that'll fold out, and bring this up, and bring this whole section out and around, keeping this down. Fold the little landing gear out. Now coming over here, Fold these pieces out, fold his hand in, spin this around, close this little piece up like that, and then, oh, bump the camera here. So now you want to get this piece into that slot in there, and they'll click together. And then you can fold this piece out, get it down under this little tab here, like that, and then fold it up, and it'll line up with these tabs up here. I'll kind of just hold into there. And then kind of just want to hold that there for now. Come around here, do this side, same thing, open these, fold the hand down, fold this up, detach right there, pull that out. This thing is so big it's hard to maneuver with the camera here, but you want to put that tab in that slot again, right there, and then this little tab here, let's get these propellers out of the way, this little tab here goes under or into this little pocket there, and then line that all up and just kind of push it over just to have it out of the way there. Then you want to come up here, keeping these all out of the way. You can just push his head down, and that'll put this little platform down here. You can then take this whole section here, and it's on a couple hinges in here. You can just pull this up, get this little glass piece out of there. Kind of gotta maneuver it. Here, let's pull these out and just kind of let this come down a little bit. Bring this back. Oh, this is difficult. With this piece here, you just kind of want to pop it up like that until it's something like that. And then you can take this section here. So there's this little tab right here, if you can see that right there. That will tab into this little slot right there. Just kind of get these up there like that. And it'll just kind of fit there. And now you got this piece, you can fold this down. Fold this front one in. Maybe do the bottom one here first, then the top one. And now that you're here, you can take these propellers, just get them out of the way here. They kind of just flop until they're ready to be put in place. Take this whole section, fold it down, that'll click. Then you take this whole section out, and that'll click. Now with this, you can take this, all these little tabs here, fit into a whole bunch of little slots up here. Just like that. You can do that on both sides. Like that. And now, kind of getting these out of the way here. Push those. You can take these little sections here, push them down into the middle, and they will kind of squeeze together there. And now with these, you can kind of get these out of the way, fold these in, and there's this little tabs right here that will go into these little holes down here. And that should hold those in there for the most part. And then you take these side panels here, and again there's a whole bunch of tabs in here that'll go into slots up here. This one will fit right here, and then this one on the edge here will actually hook under here to try to hold that all together there. Make sure this little skirt piece is pulled down, just so you can fold this in. Fit this all in there. Getting all those little tabs to slot in. Like so. Come back to this side. I messed this part up, so just fix that. And then do the same thing here. Just line these side panels up. Like so. You can fold out his little landing gear. Get everything fit into here as good as you can. And you take these pieces and fold them back, and they'll click into themselves. Make sure everything fits together here. And take these, pop those up, and just adjust all the propellers here. Then take his little weapon here, and this will fit in right there. And we have Blackout in his Pavlau attack helicopter mode. So taking a look here at his vehicle mode, this is an MH-53 Pavlau, or Pavlau, I'm not sure how you say it. But the propeller up here does spin. It doesn't spin real freely, but you can spin it. Same with the back one here. This one spins a little bit more freely, but yeah. This thing is huge though, and I'll show you that when we get to the size comparisons. But got a lot of details here. There's another one of those Air Force logos. Here's this danger, keep away, USAF 4500X. Got Blackout up there. Got some windows up here. Decepticon logo right there with another 4500X logo. All in all, this is really accurate to the real helicopter, and these things are huge in real life. But showing you this here, you can take Scorponok, you can fold his, just fold them all up, and he has a little peg down here that you can take. You can flip Blackout over. Oh no, it's not the little peg. So you just take him and you just clip him down right in there. Let's try it this way. No, that way. He's supposed to just clip in there. Doesn't want to hold too well. But he just clips down in there, and then he chills back here. But it's kind of loose. Yeah. So just to see how big he is here, move him over to this edge. We can bring out the Voyager class Starscream, the SS-06. And Blackout is just huge compared to this dude, especially the wingspan of the propellers here. Like, touching the ground, that's as far as it'll go. These things, this is huge. But there he is with Starscream. You can bring out Blitzwing. There we go. Still just massive compared to these ones. And then got a car comparison here. Here's the SS-09 Bumblebee. And Bumblebee is like quite literally as big as this section here. Blackout makes these figures look tiny. Like you can drive down under into here, and he doesn't even stick out the back. Alright, so with size comparisons out of the way, we can go ahead and transform this guy back. Start by taking this piece back here off and just folding this down. Get that out of the way. Now you can come here, separate these panels on both sides, which will kind of separate all of these. Kind of just get these up out of the way. You can move these at the front here. You can move these all the way up, and they'll pop into place right there. You can find where the wings separate right here. You can fold those back, or the propellers, and you can kind of just get those out of the way. Take this whole section here and just kind of push right here, and that'll lift this whole part. It'll fit in right there. You can lift this and fold this back part in, keeping that all up there. You kind of use that to hold the propellers. There we go. Okay, so now these are out of the way. Bring these forward, fold these back, and lift this over that little tab in there. There's a little tab here, a slot here. Those go together. You can then kind of just pop these apart, bring this down, open this up, and his hand is down in here. You just fold it out. And then this slot here, or this tab here, will go into this slot here. Like that. And then these two parts here will connect right here and here, or here. And just click in right there, spin his arm around. Do the same on this side. Bring this down. Fold that back. Fold this down. Open this all up. Get his arm out from down there. And then close this up. Connect that back up there. Now you can come up here, split this open there, get those out of the way. Come under here and split these open. These will kind of go over and over like that. And that will allow you to move his legs down and move this whole section up. Now we can come back here. We can open this whole glass piece, get this down under this whole section. Back there, like that. Pull this down. And with your thumb you can just push up right here, and that'll bring his head up. Like that. Fold this whole section down in. Fold this down a little bit. Come down here to his little skirt piece. This is difficult. Here, let's do this first. Pull those out. This part here is on this little tab. You just kind of lift it and spin it. Get the landing gear out of the way. Spin this. Tab that down. Pull his foot out. Spin her around. On both sides. Pull this down. Pull that back. Spin that around. Alright. So now his feet are a little bit shorter here. Take this whole section here, lift it up, bring his legs down, bring the skirt piece down, and this little tab here will go right up there. Just click into place there. Oh, angle this up some. Okay, so now on his back here, you can take this whole section, fold these parts up, fold this back, making sure this section here stays down. This here will just kind of fit into his back there. Then you lay these down. And we are back in robot mode. So to end this video, this is probably my favorite of at least all of the Wave 1 of releases, maybe even all of them, to be honest. I really like the design here. I think that they definitely captured like that head sculpt incredibly well. Just the overall look of the character is really nice, and then the fact that it comes with Scorponok and everything, even though he's massive, just really nice. I would definitely recommend this to any collector. I hope you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what figures I should do in the future, and I hope you have a good day.